How's that?
Better.
It's 9:50 on the clock.
We are live.
You're kidding, what?
I forgot.
Because we have two clocks. It's 9:50 there, but 9:49 here.
I went by that clock.
You gotta tell me. You gotta say, hey, Bubby, we're live.
I assumed you were with me.
I'm all like spaced out. It's 9:50 there, it's 9:49
No, but it was only like a split second.
By the way, welcome to Ugly Cup Friday.
Gross.
I didn't even put any thought to that at all, but 2 seconds ago, or 2 seconds before we pressed live, Carrie goes, "You're going to use that cup on live TV?"
That's not the way I said it. I said
that's the way your voice goes.
I said that's an ugly cup. But you also need to know he moved the studio.
I did. Did you see this? See our monitor?
Before.
I started fucking around with it just to kind of like be a little shit.
I don't think you did that to be a shit. Anyways, what are we talking about today? 5
ways to enhance your relationships. That's a big topic. Massive topic. So look, if you're married...
Sorry.
Wow, the monitor
I had to get it ready. It wasn't showing the comments.
Okay. No, if you're married, in a relationship, if you're a parent or an entrepreneur with clients, everything today completely applies to you. And I want to say something first. Congratulations to Lynette Macias, who last night we announced is the sole winner of our 1 copy of the Brian&Carrie Let's Eliminate Your Limits personal journal. Lynette messaged us last night.
She did.
So we have her mailing address, which means that book will be on the way at some point early next week. Lynette, thank you. And thank everybody. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in, for telling us your 10 words, for sharing yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
You know, a funny little nuance with Lynette winning, and I didn't even notice this until this morning, because Lynette is a part of our share team.
Yes.
And every morning in our share team, we do this little, what's your intention for today? And Lynette's intention was to get a copy of the journal to win it. And I was like, how perfect is that?
Kind of worked, didn't it? I just want to say, Chris Goldowski just chimed in, and I missed that guy already.
Me too.
Chris and Kelly are some good people, man.
I got so much love for them.
Can I say a couple things?
Yeah, of course.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have a couple
First of all, I'm looking. We have our studio lights up today.
Yeah.
But we look orange.
Yeah.
Can I also say something else?
I don't like
But guys, look behind us.
Yep.
See, yesterday all you could see was trees.
Yep.
But it's either the clouds are kind of moving or the studio lights are helping, but look at those mountains.
Yeah, it's beautiful back there.
Look at those mountains.
Yeah. I actually think it is the studio lights. I think that it's making it to this, it's showing the light better.
Yeah, pretty badass, I think. We're not going to be as orange next week. We're going to fix the calibration on the lights.
Because I'm going out to get new light bulbs again.
Absolutely. Now, can I keep going?
Of course.
Are you sure? I have a question today.
Yeah.
In 1 second. But first, remember last night when we live streamed? We said there was going to be a big surprise today, another free giveaway. So I want to kind of tune you into what that is now, because we have 7 minutes left on this pre-show.
We have the Trump filter.
We have the Trump filter on. Well played, Chris Goldowski. I like that, yes. Actually, if our son was here right now, he does a perfect Trump face.
I could do it.
Go ahead.
Not
even close. Or not. But that was awesome. Anyways, back to the free giveaway.
Oh, nice.
Look at how to finally achieve the goals you set. That is our new product, our new program that's coming out at the last week of February. And the personal journal is part of that. So you get a copy of it in the mail. But you also get this. Let's Eliminate Your Limits Daily Reader. This is a collection of writing that Carrie and I have done over the last number of years. You know, the ones that we felt had the biggest impact, the biggest aha moment potentials for you. And so that is also part of the How to Finally Achieve the Goals You Set program.
Yes, it is.
And this in my hands, I'm sorry, I was stifling a burp there.
Just let it go.
In case my face looked contorted. This is the only copy in the entire world. This is the proof. This is the proof copy. By the way, that's how this is the proof that we have a copy. That's not what I meant. For those of you who are not into the book world like we are, your first few copies are called proofs. This is the only proof in existence. We have dog-eared it. We have read it. It has come with us to Spain.
It has, yeah.
And we're giving this away today. So you got to stick around to the end of the show again, just like yesterday, to find out how you win this. This is my favorite thing in the world. The personal journal is badass. For me, this is badasser.
Badasser.
Yeah.
Just in case you need a little bit more badassery. in our giveaways right there.
Badassery, good word.
I know,
Good
right?
word. I'm just looking at everybody. Jennifer Ann Scott's here, Tiffany Maxim, Cecily, Christine Batista, Aaron Johnson says good morning.
The crew is in the house.
Oh, what's up? Where's my crew at?
Woo, woo, woo. Can you do it my way?
Where's my crew at?
I don't like the new way. Good morning, Karen Roberts. It is a good thing. Can I just say, it is a good thing that we have a pre-show. You know why it's a good thing we have a pre-show? Because, like, you and I get out our, we get out our funny.
Stupid?
Not that we're not funny, you know, during the show, but, like, it's like the lights aren't right, and the this and the that.
Yes, the lights are not. We look Trump.
I look orange, and I don't like looking orange.
Yes.
Anyway.
Nicole says, who will we?
Who? I think it was.
Oh!
It was oh shit! Dear.
Oh, look at all the woo-woo-woos.
I just want to give a shout out to Steve Montfinesse. Montfinesse.
Cecily says she likes it Carrie's way. You know, most people like it Carrie's way, Cecily. I know I like it Carrie's way.
Steve Montfinesse gave a shout out to the crew. As soon as he logged on, he said, hey, BG and C2 and the crew. And so I just wanted to call attention to that.
Brian&Carrie crew. We're going to start coming at y'all with swag.
Yes.
We should tell you that right now.
You want to know what I heard?
What was so funny?
I heard you say we're gonna start coming at you with swag.
I did say that.
Like, I thought you meant like with swagger. Like we were gonna.
we swagger naturally. No. Okay, no, we're going to start having t-shirts. Yes. Brian&Carrie crewmates. You're going to get one. But, okay, so something happened.
Okay, like right now?
Yes, right now. This is vexing me. I feel very vexed. So I love to cook. Yeah. Chris Goldowski, Kelly Goldowski, you were in Spain, Jennifer Ann Scott, I think I'm a decent cook. I made some chili yesterday.
Sorry.
Organic, lean, ground beef, tomatoes, it was delicious. But if you ever this could be my question of the day, but it's not. But I want you to answer it anyways. Have you ever put food in your mouth that was just too damn hot? Okay, but then you're like this freakish Oompa Loompa because like it's so hot and it's burning the top of your mouth or your tongue, but you can't move it because it's so you're like that. And so I burned the top of my mouth. But why am I saying that now? Because when I said we're going to have swag coming at you, there's a little piece of like dead skin on the top of my mouth. And when I said swag, it whistled.
Oh my gosh. You know, there is something. Oh my, okay, number one, I am like tearing up here. Thank goodness I'm wearing glasses today. Number two, there is something about Fridays. It is often on our Friday show that this happens. That ridiculousness ensues. And I love ridiculousness. But I was sure that you were going to say, like, you found food in your teeth.
No.
Or something. Like, you're like, oh, hi.
No, I'm whistling through the dead skin.
Do you know?
On the roof of my mouth that I burnt yesterday with my homemade chili. Thank you, Chris, Kelly, and Jennifer Ann Scott, all of whom said, yes, you're a good cook.
And Jennifer says someone just snorted, for sure.
Me.
Can I add that, you know, so a funny little story is that, like, sometimes when you're in the middle of talking, you do whistle. So you'll be like, da, 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 da. It happens. And, like, he doesn't stop. He just keeps going. And I just can't help, like, on the inside, I'm like, did he not hear that? He just whistled. Ooh.
You know,
don't choke, Lynette, because then we have to send your journal to someone else.
We've already got the fucking journal thing worked out with that. Can you just not choke on your oatmeal right now?
And it took us a while last night.
Oh my god. I'm a little insecure about the whole whistling thing. And
No,
now the whole world knows. But, alright, question of the day. Because we're supposed to start in 1 minute. And we're probably not.
But that's okay, because this is fun.
I'm sucking back the dry skin. Just in case I start to whistle again. Question of the day. This is called a small book. If you look, it's very thin. Can you see that? This is going to be a great episode. I'm trying to show people it's thin. But because I like small books personally. I like to read a book in like literally 2 hours.
I agree.
And then I have it as a resource for life and I can refer back to it. So we actually like writing small books.
Yeah.
So here's the question of the day, okay? Energy in, energy out. That's one. How to untap the secrets and the power of the unconscious mind. That's two. I mean, we could go on forever, but if we wrote a series of small books, ones that you could digest in 2 hours, but then keep the salient points of forever, would you enjoy that? If so, give us some hearts, give us some, what are they called? Comments.
Chime in.
Fuck.
Okay, so let me bring that back around. Do you like the idea of small books? Yes or no?
Yes.
Give us hearts, give us love. No, it's not coffee or tea, Steve, that's in our cup. And my final note, did anybody see me very casually fix my hair as Brian was talking?
I didn't.
I looked down at the screen, I'm like, oh, I see all this laughing. My hair is like in this funny place, so I'm just like...
Oh my God.
Like that. Anyways,
I just want to say there's lots of hearts. Thank you.
Yeah, people are
My
lying.
kind of book, yes. Small book, small wife. Yes, Craig Lowe. Very true. Yes, yes. Yes, perfect read.
A small
book series.
Yeah, that's
Chris
what we're going.
Goldowski, you know what I'm doing.
I'm
Awesome.
a really big fan of the small book too, because
Me too.
there's. I think that one of the reason people like obviously the reason people read books is to gain information, but I think people love the sense of accomplishment when you finish a book, right? And small books you can finish so quickly and digest the information.
Can I just add, Michael Hedke, it's a beautiful comment. Mindset Matters Most is one of my faves, and I appreciate that very much. I just don't understand what you mean by yes, no poop on my nose, hopefully.
He's got no bullshit. Maybe.
On his nose?
Maybe.
Is poo on your nose a concern on a regular? I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck that means. Because that's a beautiful comment.
Oh, God.
Billy Reuter says, yes, the small book. Cecily. Dennis James Newton, by the way, welcome, brother. He's
we haven't heard from him in a while.
Well, he's on my profile page a great deal.
Yeah,
This is the
same
first time
here.
I've seen you, Brian&Carrie, in the morning, so welcome, Dennis.
Oh, Michael doesn't want to be sucking up. I get it. He's not sniffing your ass.
Oh, yes. Now I get it. So
A brown noser.
the threat of poop on your nose is not like a real concern. Because I was like, he lives outside of Chicago. Is there like a rash of poop on noses that I'm unaware of?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Michael Hackey, we get you now. All right.
We got it. And everybody else understood it because Anna was like brown nosing.
We're 2 minutes late already.
We're 2 minutes late. It's our show. We can do what we want.
Drop the mic.
There's no one who's going to tell
What are you
us
gonna do?
that we're in trouble.
Good morning, Amy Sue. Oh,
Life is a... Yes, so
Christine.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out why he said Christine.
Because Christine Bassista asked.
I didn't say this. I just want to say that this is this was a birthday gift. So my birthday this year was so amazing because I celebrated it in Spain with all of our retreat guests.
Yes,
and that was just divine. But a lot of people brought presents, which wasn't necessary.
It was very sweet.
But this was one of them from Michelle Adams, and I love it.
Quick shout out to Andrea Torrance who just joined us. We love her.
Yeah,
powerhouse that one.
Yeah.
Did you call her Monkey?
No, I said I love Andrea.
All right. Can I tell you something else I'm stressed about? I'm feeling stressed because the tone of today's show does not match the stupidity of today's pre-show.
We should just
Should we get somber?
We should just
somber.
Let's just can our show idea and talk about something else.
Michelle Adams is right. She does make the shirt look good. Look at five things. What's the show called?
The 5 things to enhance your relationship.
It's in here. 5 ways to enhance your relationships. Could you give us some hearts? Do y'all want to hear about that? Because we could do something fucking completely different.
Oh, Sylvana, I was just thinking about you this morning. Because,
I'm waiting for the hearts.
Yeah, everybody's going to give hearts. They're going to give the love. But I was just thinking about
so
Sylvana because Sylvana works at our gym in Montreal, which is no longer our gym in Montreal
That's
because
Sylvana?
we have moved. That's the Sylvana.
I love her. Can I do an impression of Sylvana?
Yes.
Because Sylvana's like half Greek, half Italian.
Yeah.
Okay? What do you mean you don't eat no meat? I fucking nailed that. For the record, if anyone knows Sylvana, that's the way she does it. What do you mean you don't eat no meat?
You know, my joke about Sylvana is that even Sylvana, we're enjoying talking about you because we love you.
Yes.
So on the door of the gym, there's this sign that says no shoes, or something, no boots in gym, right? But it is written like an Italian mom wrote it.
Yeah, it reads like that. No boots in gym.
And it's like underlined. And I walk in one day and I say to Sylvana, I'm like, you're the one who wrote that sign, didn't you? Because I can hear you saying no boots. Like, just like giving the...
No boots in the gym. What do you mean you don't eat no meat?
I am so annoyed with my hair.
I think your hair looks great.
No, it's
I'm
just,
looking at the monitor. You look fantastic.
Everywhere. Guys, I would like to say that if my hair does not look on fleek today, I do apologize. It's got a mind of its own.
I think you look great.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Good morning, Angel.
Yes. Hello.
Big
I
love,
love her.
and Sylvana will come
Brody.
visit. Should we talk about...
We should. 5 ways to enhance your relationships. I feel stupid. Oh.
I was just liking what Brian said.
Should we switch to a funny story episode?
What do you guys think?
Okay.
Okay.
We need comments because the hearts aren't going to work. Do you want us to do 5 ways to enhance your relationships or just ad-lib for the next 15 minutes of complete stupidity and in that process give this fucking thing away?
I want to know. You guys have got to chime in. And this can be more interactive than usual even. Like you guys could be like, we could do this, we could do that.
Yeah. Tell
Ask
us what you want to
questions.
talk. What do you want us to talk about?
I can switch and ask my questions of the day.
Yes, it's on you.
And I love how you guys are all giving me massive hair props. I appreciate that.
Yes.
But we all know what it's like when you have one hair that's falling out of place and you're like, what the... get out of the way.
All right, you know what? The relationships are winning.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We have all kinds of time left.
Oh, come on. Let's do this. We can totally kill it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
This is no joke. 5 ways to enhance your relationships. Now, if you're married or in a relationship or parents or an entrepreneur who has clients and customers, this all applies because everything we're about to talk about, we have renovated our relationship.
Yep.
We have revolutionized the relationship we have with our kids. And if you are a customer or client of Brian and Carrie, you're going to recognize all this stuff because we work with, we talk with, we relate to our clients in all of these ways, right?
Yeah.
So it applies across the board. Number 1 is know yourself. Okay, so I'm going to kick off that, or I'm going to kick that off. One or the other. Fuck.
I just want to say so many people chimed in afterwards with the ad-libs. So we're going to do a mix.
Yeah, we're going to mix. We're going to mix and match, all right? So know yourself. That's the one I'm going to start with. See how I'm being very deliberate so I don't mess up? Okay, so... Societal wisdom says that. What the fuck does societal wisdom say? I literally have no idea where I was going with that sentence.
Okay. Can I tell a story? Can I pause you for a second?
Oh, yes.
So you guys have to know something, okay? Maybe this is jet lag hitting. I don't know. But this morning we woke up at 6 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock we do our morning time, right? So we're sitting in here, we're doing our morning time. I am feeling exhausted, tired. Just kind of like, I think that the week has caught up with us.
Yeah, I'm tired as well.
I asked you about 20 minutes ago how you were feeling, and you said
you thought I was like in a bad mood.
Yeah, you had a little bit of like sad eyes, so I wasn't sure if you were sad or what was going on. You said you were tired, but the funny thing about that is like here we are. And apparently the fatigue has maybe caught up with us, and we're a little bit loopy because that happens. But this is live TV, right? Like you have got to be able to go with the flow.
This is life. And I want to add one thing, and it's awesome. It's so important to me to say this, that right now, I don't think she knows it, but my wife is streaming tears and mascara is running down her face. So you look a little bit like a crack whore of some kind. I don't know. A little bit. So now I'm thinking we gotta do relationships for sure. Because my wife's gonna be crying with mascara when we're talking about how to make a relationship.
This is great. This is great. I love it. Well, you know what? Because Brian can't remember what society says.
Tammy Faye Baker, Chris Goldowski wins for comment of the day.
Is that who I look like? Really? I look like that.
You know, Judy Fingers.
I don't know.
I look like Tammy Faye Baker? Oh my god, do I? Who is that?
Who's Tammy Faye Baker?
She her nickname in the 80s was Mascara. Because like her mascara went like from here to here.
Oh really? Thank you, Chris. Yeah. I love you too.
But she used to cry a lot. She used to cry a lot, so it would run down like through her, body.
Doesn't she have the prettiest eyes? Who, Tammy Faye Baker?
No, Carrie, you.
Oh dear gosh. I think I've got something in my eye. Okay, I have a question. I have big hair too today, Steve.
What accent was that?
It was whatever accent I wanted it to be. So, you know what, though? I have to be honest with you. This is like one of my favorite things about our live show is that we gotta roll with the punches. And some days you get on a live show and this is what happens, right?
It happened last night too. You know, it
did happen.
There's no question. We've been talking throughout the last couple of days, saying, "Golly, I wonder why we feel so tired." I think the fucking jig is up.
Maybe.
You know, we were on a plane on Monday night.
Right.
Overnight, from Paris to Montreal. Mm-hmm. That was 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Then on Tuesday morning we woke up and said, "Hey, let's move." So we spent 5-6 hours, packing, and I joke, I lifted about 6 tons worth of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Tuesday, because by the way, you don't know this because you can't tell by looking out there, but I mean, maybe you can't. We're like, our house is on
an elevation. It's a mountain.
We're on the top of a mountain, though. I mean, really, the very peak of it is just up there. So it's it's not far, but it's a big drop off, right? So to get from our car, our what's it called, a parking space, driveway. Oh my fucking God! To get from our driveway to our front door is, honest to Christ, I mean, it's 20 steps, 20 stairs,
about that,
at about a 65% incline.
Yeah.
And the steps aren't like uniform because it's rock.
Yeah, they're really far
So
away
like
from each other.
they're this far apart.
You can't get a proper gait pattern.
What
on
were
those
we
steps.
talking about? Why did we say that?
Why we're tired. No,
because I carried stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the awareness of like, wow, oh yeah, that's why we're tired.
So yeah, we're tired.
I want to add to this. Okay, so a couple things. Number one, Amy Suhas said she was really inspired by the moving story. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, I appreciate
and so
that.
many people have actually messaged us about that, so I love that. But I actually want to chime in with something with regards to the whole like awareness of, oh yeah, like we've had a pretty busy last 10 days.
Yeah.
So you all know that we do our morning time, right? We talk about it all the time on here. And yesterday in our morning time, I did this kind of like retroactive timeline. To where we were like literally a month ago, and this is one of my favorite things to do, right? So I go back a month in time, or 6 years or 6 months or whatever, depending on what happens on that given day, and I kind of plot what we've done.
Yeah.
And it was like literally yesterday morning where I remembered that a month ago we hadn't even spent a weekend.
That's right.
In this house yet.
30 days ago we had not slept a night.
Right. So we in the last 30 days we actually stayed here. Then we fell in love with it. Then we decided to move here. And then we went to Spain. And then we came home and we woke up and said, let's move today.
Right.
You think maybe that a little bit of the fatigue.
Little loopy. By the way, I just want to say hello to Darcy Kelly.
Good morning, Darcy.
Hasn't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
It's great to see you. And Andrea Torrens. You guys are my new favorite show.
Thank you. Andrea.
Can we just do this? We did this at the exact same time. Who does that at the exact same time? Where's my crew?
We do. That's why. Because Maureen said, what a great crew.
Yes.
That's why I was doing that.
Can I do it now?
Of course.
Where's my crew at?
Shoo, shoo, shoo. I don't like it.
What do I have to do?
I want you to do it the way you did it the first time. I don't like change. Change is not okay with me.
Okay. So how do I do it? You show me. Where's my crew? Okay, I'll try that.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Where's my crew at? Did I do it? Was that right?
No. I want to say. Oh, the kids are downstairs right now because we're taking them to their new school today.
Cecily says do it the normal way, Brian.
Thank you. See? Cecily knows what I'm talking about.
I didn't know I had a normal way.
Yeah. Where's my crew at? The way you first did it.
Have you all seen me?
Yes.
What the hell's normal about me?
No, well.
There's nothing normal about me.
But everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Who wants this book? Could you give us some hearts and some comments? Because we're going to start giving that away now.
Yeah.
Look at your
I'm reading what Jim Carrey said, watching your show with some Tool on in the background. It's a great Friday morning.
Oh, right on. Nice.
I'm assuming Tool is a music group that I don't know of, and you're not, like, you don't have hammers and drills going off in the background.
I have to burp.
Oh, I want it. now is thinking we're awesome.
Right?
But this today is this is Brian and Carrie. You're getting Brian and Carrie right now the way we are on a given moment when we're a little tired and loopy together.
Right. Aaron, by the way, Aaron Johnson, yes, we slept. Like, everything's been, we're not drunk. We've slept. Everything's normal except the whole, we were in Spain on Monday night, flying home, and then moved here on Tuesday. I think it's all just caught up.
And you know, if the people...
But you know what, can I just finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish my thought? What was that? I don't know.
You touched me. I don't care.
Can I finish my thought?
Yeah.
Here's my thought. You know, and this is a cool evolution of us.
Yeah.
And I want you to think about this. 6 years ago, if we were in Spain on a Monday night flying home, and then jet lagged and woke up on Tuesday morning and said, "Hey, let's move," and like Tuesday,
we wouldn't have done that 6 years ago.
We were in a great mood on Tuesday, but it was a tireless day. Like, we were exhausted doing it all. Right? By today or by yesterday, we'd been pissed, cranky, frustrated.
I would have been crying.
I would have been yelling.
Yeah.
And now this is when life gets a little like tiring. This is what happens.
Right.
That's
absolutely.
Not bad. That's
you
not
know,
bad.
I love that everybody. You guys are awesome because everybody is chiming in right now.
Best
saying
comment
that,
ever,
like,
Steve.
That I think that the teacher is out sick and the class is running.
It's like really substitute t-shirts.
But I really love.
I said substitute t-shirts. Fuck. Oh my god.
Anyways, pots. I wanted to see what I was going to say. So what I wanted to say is that every single person is chiming in about they're going to laugh all day.
Good.
That this is great. This is so real. This is so authentic. And it really is. Like, you know, and people who know us really well, like who've spent any amount of time with us live and in person, and everybody who was at the retreat this weekend or last weekend can attest to this, that we can go from philosophical and like very like, you know, in the moment of that energy, to this in a split second. And it happens to be one of my favorite things about our relationship, but it happens to be one of my favorite things about you. That was actually, you know, when you talk about expectations for people who you want to spend the rest of your life with, it was one of my expectations. I wanted to spend my life with someone who was able to have these deep and like engaging conversations, but like then 10 seconds later burp on a live show. Like, because that's what life should be for me.
Who's got two thumbs and can do exactly that? This guy.
Sandy did comment something that it was better than a fart, and
that's true. That's not untrue. I'm glad we're cracking everybody up. So you know what? Before we run out of time, let's get to giving this away. Okay, so it's gonna be this. It's gonna be a tier 2
two-tier process.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a 2-tiered process.
There you go.
Tier number 1, share this episode right now. Show everybody why you're part of the Brian and Carrie crew, which is basically we're nerds who make people laugh all the time.
Can I ask a specific request? When you share the video, you know how you can write a little tag?
Yes.
Write something in the share about why this episode was worth sharing for you.
Done.
Talk about like, you know, whatever it was that spoke to you. You
cannot just press share. You have to type something, a comment, when you share it that says why this episode was so good in your opinion. That is tier number 1.
You said 2 things right there that I wanted to quote TV shows.
What?
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
And in my opinion, for those of you who've watched Good Wife.
Good Wife and How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
It's the only thing I can quote. Anyway, so tier 1 is to share the video and write
comment.
a little comment about
why did you enjoy today? Exactly,
yes.
Right? We'll get to tier 2 in a second. I want more of what was in there.
So I don't even know what was in your cup.
I
have amino acids in my cup.
So did I.
So while we have a few more minutes, guys, because we could keep going, I am curious to know, like, if we were to open this show up today to like a free for all question.
Yeah.
Sometimes like people have lots of questions, and sometimes people have no questions at all. But I'm curious. I'm just going to throw this out there. If you have any questions you want to levy at us, it could be anything. It could be like,
personal questions, anything.
Carrie, how do you get your hair so green? Or, Brian, what does the tattoo on your neck mean? Or something like that. That rhymed. And I didn't even mean for it to rhyme. You can ask us anything. Just throw it at us. Because I'm curious. I always like playing that game.
Yes, I agree. So questions coming at us now. Because stick around. Tier 2 to give this away is coming at the end. First question, Michelle Adams. We use, I think it's AminoCore.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's blue raspberry as well.
Yeah, it's blue raspberry.
It tastes like dirty feet. It smells like dirty feet.
It does smell like dirty feet.
If you've ever smelled dirty feet, It smells like dirty feet.
And everybody in this house can't seem to figure that out.
Why? But it tastes delicious.
Yeah. Oh, great question. Okay, so Darcy says, do you guys ever get tired of doing the live shows? Great question. I'm going to give my answer first. So the answer is no. We do not get tired of doing live shows, and Brian can answer for himself as well. But this for us is like we could literally sit here all day. Like the energy of engaging with you and sharing and just being interactive with you is what we love the most.
Darcy Kelly, if you've ever seen us talk about energy in versus energy out, this is a very energy in experience for us. We would do 7 days a week if we thought it was prudent. We love doing live TV like this.
So much so that when we were on our way home from Spain, we were actually reflecting on the fact that if we had been coming home to do different things that we had done in the past, it wouldn't have felt as good. We were coming home, we're like, we can't wait to do the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Question number 2 is from Dennis James Newton. Do I use beard oil? I do, but not specifically beard oil. I basically, every morning, Dennis, when I do my skincare regime, because skin is a gift.
It is.
And you should take care of it.
He's got beautiful skin. Look at him. He's like 43 years old. 43 years old.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen. Every morning I put some kind of oil on my face. Usually coconut, sometimes olive oil, sometimes apricot, avocado. Whatever oil of du jour. That's French. It means of the day. Because I live in French Canada.
You do.
I rub it into my beard. And then I shower it off.
Yeah.
That was kind of hot. That's what she said.
I'm thinking about Brian in the shower now. But next question.
Aren't we all?
You guys are asking great questions. Okay, so I'm going to say this really quickly. No, 2 people asked if we have looked at other homes. No, we have not.
Not yet, no.
But our real estate agent extraordinaire, Sean, is on it. So we'll keep you posted.
Yes, great questions. Lots of great questions.
Michael Headkey, I'm going to answer that question. How do we show authenticity when for a long time you've been a product of people pleasing? I want to simply say this, that I was a people pleaser, and the best way for me how to learn how to find authenticity was to really truly ask myself in the moments, what do I want? And I was able to start making choices for what I wanted, and from that, authenticity was able to come.
Agreed. Lisa, how do you say that?
Ottaviano.
What Carrie said. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Great question. So we roll to bed, we hug. Because Carrie is a morning cuddler, and I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Then we come upstairs to this great room here. We down some water, usually with some lemon in it or some apple cider vinegar, a nice big glass. Then we brew coffee.
Yep.
And we sit for the next hour and a half and do our own morning journaling.
Or 2 hours like it was this morning.
Absolutely brilliant, yes.
Absolutely.
Chris Goldowski, how do you call someone a wanker in Greek?
He was doing this the other day.
Malaka.
Mulaka.
Malaka.
We offended somebody right there.
Whatever.
Do you have
I offend people all the time.
Do you have to-do lists that you check off as a daily task? I wouldn't call it so much a to-do list, Maureen, but every night before we go to bed, or the day before, we prepare our day in advance, and that day in advance has things on a list. It's organized in a list, and I am a huge fan of highlighting out the things that I've done.
Absolutely, me as well. Christine Basista, when ordering your book, does the personal journal come with it? Well, actually, it's all part of the same program.
Yes, it is.
It's how to finally achieve the goals you set. You get the video series, the daily reader, and the personal journal. And that's coming out at the end of February.
Do you like jigsaw puzzles?
No.
No, Lisa, but mostly because I get impatient with them. They take too long for me to build.
Can't stand them. I don't know why, but they bug me. I always have.
Andrea, Carrie, around your cycle, do you take down your schedule or pause on important decisions? I have been noticing more about nature.
That's a great question.
Great question, Andrea. So around my cycle, which I'm assuming you mean menstrual cycle when you ask me that question, the first thing I had to learn to recognize was the difference between understand my cycle. Ovulation was worse than PMSing for me, but I absolutely learned how to navigate that. And one of the things I will say is that understanding when it's a reactive state from hormones and not making decisions from that place. Because so many people do, right? You think you wake up one morning. I mean, perfect example. I woke up yesterday morning and I was feeling a little bit off, and it would have been so easy for me to change my day or make decisions based on that place of reactivity. So
one of the things I've been most inspired by you over the years is that Carrie has tracked her cycles so well that she knows what day she's on. It's really actually quite brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
I love that Lynette Macias, who is Greek, wrote the word Malaka for Chris Goldowski. That's pretty badass.
I don't think I knew Lynette was Greek.
Macias. It's Greek.
I didn't even think about about it.
Lisa Arsenault, can I cook a meal with you guys one day? The answer is an easy yes on that.
Can we go on a
Date in Chicago sometime? Sure, why not,
You
Michael?
guys are awesome. Yes, Carrie cracks me up. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm glad I'm cracking you up.
By the way, Tiffany Maxson before asked, this is the longest you've had one hair color. And I agree. She's right. It's been green for a long time.
It has been.
Comment on that.
Yeah, it's been this color for so long. Number one, because I like it. Number two, because Brian likes it. And I'm trying to grow my hair as long as I can, so changing the color more often infringes on that because it makes your hair dye.
Agreed. Darcy Kelly, what do our kids think of the move? They are overjoyed.
They really are.
They wanted to move even faster than we did, perhaps. By the way, we're taking our kids today, this afternoon, to their brand new school.
We are. They're very
right?
excited.
How exciting is that?
The kids are eating up this move. Like, really and truly. Every single day we wake up and we're like, oh, we live in the mountains. And they're like, I know, right? And they're just basking in it. I
want to add to Steve, when Karen and I come to take Michael Hetke out on a date in Chicago, you are absolutely coming. Be a nice foursome. Be a nice foursome. Angel, what is your natural hair color?
There you go.
It's like a brown, right?
It's dark brown.
Like a dark brown, yeah. What hours do they go to school? They haven't actually started school yet because we're kind of in limbo. They're starting their new school probably next week. So today we're just taking them for the very first time to see their new school. Yeah. But school here is like everywhere else, 9 to 3:30.
9 to 3:30 or 8 to 2:30.
I love her short hair also. I agree.
Thank you.
Well, this was good.
You know, I haven't had short... I have to tell you, I haven't had long hair. This is the longest my hair's been in 10 years. And I haven't had long hair since 2006.
Right?
So this is I'm on a mission.
Darcy Kelly lives near Mike Hedke. So Mike Hedke, Darcy, Steve, it'll be a 5-some. It'll be so nice.
And eventually it'll become a 10-some and a 12-some and a 13-some.
Oh, look at that. Lynette is not actually Greek. Her dad is Spanish, from Barcelona. That's a beautiful city, by the way. Holy shnikes. Absolutely. That's gorgeous. Best friend's husband is Greek. That's what he called my ex. That's great. Malaka. What?
That's such a bad word.
It's not. It's an awesome word.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, sure.
I'm just keeping reading as we're kind of chiming in.
That's right.
Do we have a tier 2?
We have a tier 2. So who wants this book? Waiting for Hearts. We're gonna.
As you're chiming in, yes,
Hearts.
we have siblings. I have an older brother and a younger sister, and Brian has 2 brothers who are older.
2 older brothers. My older brother Mike is 47 years old, and my oldest brother Alan is 59.
I'm really impressed that you know that.
He's
I don't know
59.
how old my sister and brother are.
Alan, if you're watching, you're old, man. 59 years old. My brother. Woo, that's crazy. Anyways, do you miss snow removal? No.
It's actually, can I say, and that's one of the things we were happy to get away from.
Right, you know what? We went out for dinner last night. That was Ann, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out for dinner last night. We came home, and our entire property, the back deck, I mean, you got to understand, this property is massive. This house is huge. And those stairs, right? So the entire back deck, side deck, stairs were all shoveled.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
And I love that, quite frankly. So look at that. Carrie just pointed to the book. She's like, dude, get on that. All right.
Let's give this book away. Tier 2.
No, Cecily, it's not old. You're absolutely right. But it's my brother. I grew up with him, right? So my memories of my brother when I was a kid, and he was, 17, 18 years older than I was, but he was my brother. Now my brother's almost 60.
It's old, like in contextual terms of age.
Right. Is 60 old? No. I'm going to rock the fuck out of 60. But my brother is old.
Yeah, it's like you do that whole, when did that happen? Right? I'm turning 40 in 2 years, and I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. But I'm not afraid of the age. I don't think it's old. But it's like, the number is like kind of shocking.
Agreed. Okay.
Tier 2.
Tier 1. Share this episode with a comment as to why you liked it so much.
Yes.
Okay? Tier 2. I've been thinking about Tier 2 for the last 20 minutes. You know what I got? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. So, you go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was going to think of a Tier 2.
Well, we could do the same thing we did yesterday.
Okay.
Why? How about that?
Sure.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Why? How about that?
Yeah.
What do you think? Why? Why do you want the Daily Reader? And can I read the introduction? Can I read it to you really?
Of course.
Really fast. Just listen. I want you to understand what this book's about. Okay? This is meant for you to read every single day for an entire year. Mm-hmm. It's not 365 pages. It's a collection of short writing. But we want you to read the entire book start to finish. One section at a time. Okay? Then we want you to double back and do the exact same thing again. And then for the rest of the year, we want you to pick your favorite parts and read one section a day for the rest of the year. That action of 3 minutes every morning is going to change your life. That's why we created it this way.
Right.
Okay? So, and all the instructions for that are in this book. Okay? So now here's the intro. We want to help you stop comparing everyone else's highlight reel to your editing room floor, because you do it. You compare yourself to us. You compare yourself to your colleagues. You compare yourself to people on Facebook, and you're always coming out on the short end of that stick. Okay? We've all experienced hardships in life, some worse, some not as bad. We are not made by the circumstances we're dealt, but rather by the perspective we choose to carry about those circumstances. And in many ways, we opted to be victims of our circumstances for many years. We complained about the hard road. We moaned about how tough we had it. We quietly criticized those who had it better than us. And we wondered if we'd ever get the break we needed to finally succeed. We also walked through life in a general haze of unhappiness. The funny thing is, you never would have known that, because we became masters of putting on a front. On the outside, everything looked spectacular, but behind closed doors, we felt broken. Does that resonate with you? Because it's almost like the entire world has become about the image of perfection. We have clients who are massively successful in business, athletics, or relationships, but miserable in other parts of their lives. The parts they're too embarrassed to show and too afraid to change. That's the point. We all have limits, you included. Now, why did I want to read that to you? I wanted you to know what you were getting.
Yeah.
And now we can ask you to say, what are your 10 words for why you want this? See, we have a very strong opinion, and it really bothers us, to be honest. There's too many showboaters in the online world. Look at us. Look at my mansion. Look at my car. Look at my perfect life. We bring you into our life. We talk about this home and our move in Spain and retreats and all the greatness. But we've also never shied away from telling you what it used to be.
Right.
We've never shied away from telling you when we have a bad day or a bad moment and how we've made it better in the moment. We've never lied to you. We've never tried to make it look like we are the perfect model and your job is to watch us and be impressed. That's not what we're about. We want you to understand that in some parts of your life, you're in the hole. We've been in that hole. Our job is to jump down in that hole with you. Not sit atop our beautiful mountain home, but jump in that hole with you and say, look, it's okay. We've been here. We know the way out. Just walk with us. That's our job, and that's what this is for. So with that, share today's episode with a comment that says, this is why I love today's episode, and then give us 10 words or less why you would like the only copy in the world of our daily reader.
Post it as a post on the page.
Post it as a post on our Brian&Carrie page.
That's right. Absolutely.
How does that sound to you, peoples?
I want to point out, a couple people already chimed in on this, but we did like the mic drop in reverse.
We did.
That was like, well, you did. That was a great mic drop.
That was drizzled with awesome sauce. Thanks, Brian.
You know what? Can I just say...
Love you, Michael.
Steve just wrote, your info has changed my life, guys. So I want to say this properly because we hear that often. We hear that all the time. But it doesn't seem to matter how many times we hear it. It still hits me right in the heart the exact same way every time. I cannot begin to tell you how much that means to us.
100%. Do you want? Can I add? We're 4 minutes past, but I'm just going to say this last thing, okay? So Carrie and I have made a lot of noise about the fact that we decided to move in one day. And we explained that how we've done that is we live in 4 suitcases. We rent furnished homes, so we don't have to buy furniture or move furniture. Our son, our daughter, Carrie, and myself, we each have 1 suitcase. And that when we move, our worldly possessions go in our suitcase, and that's that. We've taught our kids to be capitalists because money's beautiful, it's abundant, and they should earn as much of it as they want, but not be materialistic. Life is not about things. It's about experiences and joy and happiness and bliss and harmony. So where am I rounding that out to Steve's comment? It's very simple. At the end of our days, we don't want to have accumulated stuff. We want to have accumulated experiences like that. That when we're dead and gone, somebody somewhere says, you know what, because of those guys, I'm happier.
Yeah.
That is why we don't need stuff. Our job is to move around this world and spread the shit that we know works. So
I love it.
That's that.
I absolutely love it. And Maureen, sometimes we're sad our show's not longer as well.
Yeah.
And Dennis, James Newton, information is coming soon by the end of February on how you can get your hands on that.
Yes, the entire program. How to finally achieve the goals you're set. So share this episode with a blurb explaining why you liked it so much. It probably has to do with the fact that we were freaking idiots for about most of it. There you go. The fucking idiocy continues. And then post on the Brian and Carrie page 10 words or less. Why would you like the only copy of this book?
Yes, let's do it. And we will see you on Monday morning.
Yes, God, I love you guys so much. Cecily, Christine, Lisa Arsenault, Michael Hedke, Billy, just so much love. Billy! Before we leave.
Yes.
I have an idea for you. Billy's in my entrepreneurial founders program.
Yeah.
I thought of an idea for you today. Billy, message me. Private message me. I'll return it tonight and let you know what the idea is.
I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I will go and sign us off.
Where my crew at? Have a great weekend, guys. Mwah.